Hey guys, it's your girl Najaam Satyojata, Shiva Shakthi for Phrsia and for NajaamLi.com, which is Najaam Li's Healing Temple. It is day 8. Do I got this right? Day 8. I just finished doing puja. And I wanted to come on here really quickly. Some of you have been asking about how I did my book. And I'm going to talk about this, so just stay tuned for this. I'm going to talk about this. Yeah, there we go. I'm going to talk about this in a moment. But what I wanted to say really quickly, if you're new here, welcome. Thank you for subscribing. Please, all you have to do is subscribe, click the link below, share this video, let other people get to see it, let other people get to really get really good information within their life. All right, I am taking on new clients. My services are open for a spiritual life coaching program. I have a 12-month and a 6-month program, and this is life-changing. It has changed so many of my own clients. The doors are wide open. Contact me for a free consultation if you're interested in learning more about what I offer, how it can really enhance and transform your life. I have a guru, I have a coach myself that I go to, and I do like an online therapy with at times, and has been really great in transforming for my own life and for my practice. And so I really believe everyone should have a coach, really guidance throughout your life, whether it's me or somebody else. You should definitely have that in your life. People who are very successful, people who are whether they have success in business, success in their marriage, their relationship, whatever it is, whatever they do, they always have a coach, a mentor, someone that they go to. Yes, they do pay, and this exchange of energy really enhances their life. So if you're interested in learning more about my spiritual transformational life coaching programs, please set up a free consultation with me. I'll put the links below for you to set that up. One of them is going to be setmore.com, which is a really easy app. You don't even have to download the app. Just click the link, set your appointment up, and you're in. Or you can do it directly from my website, which is najaamli.com. All right, guys. All right, so if you don't know, I wrote a book, and it came out. It was published through Lulu Publishings. And it's called K.A.L.I, Kill Anxiety, Live Immensely, which came out in October 10th, 2019. I'm super proud of it. It's doing really well. And this book is transformational. I work with a lot of people that deal with anxiety, high stress, sadness, depression, you know, whether it's in their relationship or at work, or something from childhood, or whatever it is that they personally deal with, that where it stems from, and in just basically in their everyday to-day life. And this book was like something that also helped me, because I also struggle with anxiety. Sometimes I get anxiety attacks, and when I sat down to do this book, it was like took me about a year and a half or more to put this book together. And this book is so transformational. It's helped me. It's something it's my go-to. Even though I wrote it, it's kind of weird. Like, I wrote it and I stepped back, but it's my go-to as well. And utilizing it, going through it, remind myself, doing the chants. There are mantras, there's yantras, there's tools, steps, exercises, everything that you can think of. And the moment that you start the book, we engage together. We're working together with this book. So this book basically was a point in time where my my manager, PR manager, came up to me and was like, "What do you have? Is there anything that you are working on?" I was working on another book at the time, which probably will come out another year or so, but she was talking to me about what is something that I'm struggling with that you think can relate to other people. And at the time, I was dabbling in trying to understand my own anxiety, and it just put me to work. And so I started writing, so a year and a half ago. So I would say back in 2018, I started, and nothing really was coming. Like, I was doing research, I was trying to understand, but it's mostly for me, you know. And then it wasn't until 2019, the beginning of 2019, it was like I was met with Goddess K.A.L.I. And I really didn't understand her whole thing in this, but homegirl nudged me, woke me up, got me to really dive deep. And I realized the connection with Goddess K.A.L.I and anxiety, dealing with the mind, right? Our mind, this mind that wants to take over all the time, and how to deal with that. And so she just got me thirsty, like seriously thirsty, and diving deep and wanting to really, dive into it. And so voila, this is what came out of it. It's nearly 100 pages, especially the big one. I have two sizes. I have a 6x9, and I have the 8x11. And so I know it's not showing so clearly on here, but this is the back of it. I love it. I did all these designs, sat down with Goddess K.A.L.I, and she's throughout the book for understanding her insight as well, right? Because I'm a vessel with this, utilizing my own experiences, diving in, doing a whole ton of, as like in school basically for a whole year and a half, and came out on the other side just really transformed and really understanding not only myself with this and how to take back my power, right, but also teaching others how to take back their power. And so I not only have a program that will be coming out soon with this, I'm working on a few other things too for you guys. Get the book. The book is tremendously amazing. Like, it's your go-to. Like, if you can't, this is a big one. If you got a big bag, carry the big one, but get the small one. It's in black and white, basically. Flip, do what you gotta do, and go. I love it. I love it. So one of the questions that I got was, how did I put this book together and stuff. Basically, I started with a PowerPoint online. Basically it's online, it's on your computer. Right. My whole point was just writing. Get it out. I wasn't thinking about format or anything like that. My whole thing was get the information out of me, get it onto the paper. So I did start out writing on paper and then transforming that onto PowerPoint, and then from the PowerPoint onto Word. Word has something set up. If you're a writer of books, they got something set up there where it will take all that and format it into a book. Now, I use the software from Red Sea. They have a nice format, but it doesn't work that well. You have to do a lot of correcting when you're transferring it from the Red Sea software to Word. And especially if you're going to have an editor, which I did. I did get an editor a copywriter to go through this whole thing. And I gave it to her. She did really great, amazing job of understanding English and word coordination and understanding reading flow. There's a difference between talking and writing a piece of blog to writing a book. It's totally different. Writing a book, you have to understand how a reader reads. I didn't know that. But I learned a lot. So I did hire. It did cost me money for they go by the amount of pages that you have in word count, and then they come up with their number. What I love is I did get my editor through Redsy, but on Redsy they have a system where you can go in and you can put out a request for any type of person that you're looking for, whether it's a cover artist or a copywriter. To me, the most important, because I'm already an artist, I'll design the book myself, I will do the cover myself, but for getting my wording right and getting into the flow of what a reader needs, I had a copywriter come in and do all that, ghostwriter, if you want to call them, and come and like, yes, tweak and everything from their title all the way to the last word on your page. And they'll do, what was really great, she took my book and she went over it, like, and then we had a meeting, went through it, went over whatever. She had me think of how I want things to be said, which words were important, what was I trying to say. Like, she asked really great questions so that I think to put that out. And then she re-edit a second time and then sent it to me, and I looked through it, and she put her notes and everything of, it could be done this way, or make sure you're saying it this, or make sure you have, whoops, sorry guys, stuff is falling, sorry. Make sure you have, make sure you have everything that you definitely desire to be in this book, and that it goes with the flow. Like, what are you saying? It's really hard in that part where you're trying to figure out, what am I saying consistently, right? Even though you may have a layout, but ideas for me be coming, oh, I gotta say this, oh, I gotta put this, oh, I want to make sure. But she kept me in the path of, what are you saying? Throughout this whole thing, what are you saying? If I was repeating myself, she's like, why are you repeating yourself? Like, take that out, put this here, or whatever. So that was really, really good. So that's how my book came together. And then I went and looked at publishers. Where do I want to publish it? Do I want to self-publish? Or do I want to take it to an agent and whatever? I think for now, what I did was I went with Lulu. Out of everybody else, I liked Lulu's platform. They did everything, and you submit, and they will take care of submitting it to all the main outlets throughout the entire, internet world. I love that. I don't have to worry about that, right? I just have to make sure I do my job. I have everything formatted, because Lulu has their format way, and so there was a lot of back and forth until I got that thing right. And so you have to put time in for that, so there's no rush. Even though I had a mindset of, oh, I want to drop this in September. Nope. This came out perfectly for October 10th, 2019. And it was Mental Health Day as well. So I was like, aha, yes, put that in, please. And so I really, really love my book. Like, I've done other books, like other ones, like pre-ones, and they always say your first 1, 2, 3 or whatever, even 5 books are not going to be a great book. But until you get it. And this, I feel, is that. Like, this is this step that really got it right, and I took my time and I got it right, and I love it. I don't care what anybody else say. I love my stuff. Alright guys, I love you guys a lot. I'm about to burn down the place. I cannot afford to burn down my house, and I just realized there's something on the stove. One more thing, guys. I'm not sure if I said it already. Like, my head just blanks out sometimes. But if you have questions, any more questions regarding my book, like how I did the book, how it came about, what was I, thinking, what else have I been doing with the book, or I mean anything you have questions regarding the book. But make sure you get the book, right? Read it, really get this. If you don't deal with anxiety, get it for somebody who does. Get it for a friend, children, especially teenagers, high school students, college students, adults who deal with anxiety. Anxiety is no joke, and so I know that from going through it, and I would never want anybody else to go through anxiety attacks and mental breakdowns and stuff. And this book helps. It really works. And so get the book. Go get the book, and it's going to be totally amazing for you. All the links are below. You can get on Amazon, Barnes & Noble. All that below if you want it directly like that. So if you have any other questions regarding writing a book or whatever, just leave it in the comments. But I love answering this particular question, so continue sending your questions.